Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Vanilla Classic and our Warrior Immersive playthrough. I've taken us over to Dunmorrow, and we're in Karnos. I actually picked up some of the quests at Steel Girls Depot. The pilots over there want us to gather them some things for their siege tanks, and we also want to find Rumbleshot's ammo. So we've grabbed a few quests. That's all I've done. I did some professions, however. I did cook all of our brilliant small fish, so that's done. And we're up to 40 on our cooking. Smelting, we are at 36 on mining. And then blacksmithing, I did a little bit. I did make a few pieces of gear. So, yeah, there we go. And so, yeah, that's where we're at. Sound settings here. What sounds loud today? Music sounds a little loud. Well, let's leave it where it is, and I'll let you guys can let me know.
Great to meet you.
Beer-basted boar ribs. Nothing my tavern patrons enjoy more than some beer-basted boar ribs. Only problem is the local trapper who used to bring me supplies enlisted in the King's army to help with the war on the Alliance front. Maybe you can help me out. If you bring me 6 cragboar ribs and a Rhapsody malt from the tavern here, I'll give you the family recipe for my famous beer-basted boar ribs. I like how it's all capitalized. Not to mention a free sample.
Safe travels.
I'm not going to set my hearthstone here because, stupidly, this was really stupid of me, I expected to fly to Ironforge from Stormwind the first time I traveled because we had all the flight points up here from doing the wetlands run.
Hi.
But instead of flying, I took the tram. So I didn't grab the flight point in Stormwind. Frostmane Hold. I'm behind on my report and could use your help, Rambles. I just managed to find where the trolls are holed up, but I saw so many trolls I was afraid to go in. Here's what I need. Go down to the cave, poke around inside, kill a few of the trolls, then come back here. Take the road north out of Karanos. When you get to the bridge, follow the frozen river west.
Watch your back.
Alright, what else do we have going on? Thank you guys for being here today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this series right now.
Talk to me.
This is probably my favorite series that I have going on. Really enjoying it very much. This is a breadcrumb to Steel Girls Depot.
Watch your back.
I already kind of stopped by on the run here. So we'll turn that breadcrumb in when we complete some of their other quests. And this one is underneath us. Should be a couple of gnomes doing some experiments.
Can I help you?
Operation Recombobulation. Upon further analysis of the Gnomergon situation, it would appear as though we not only failed to eradicate the Trogs, but we also happened to turn most of the gnomish race into horrific, mindless, evil-doing leper gnomes. Ozzy and I plan to reverse the horrible leper effect with our latest invention, the Recombobulator. The machine is almost complete, but we are in dire need of some restabilization cogs and gyromechanic gears. Retrieve some from the leper gnomes out front of Gnomergon for us.
Alrighty then.
Alright, do we want to track any more of these? Let's track Operation Recombobulation. Oh, we can track 5, right? Yeah, we can track 5. Okay, best way to go about this, I suppose, would just be to head out down south here, but also heading to the west. We can find the Rumbleshot ammo somewhere in that direction. We can get our Wendigo mains for one of the tank pilots. And eventually we'll head farther out. Once we get the ammo for Rumbleshot, we need to run a little bit further west to get that turned in. So we should be able to do that as well. How is the inventory looking before we head out? It's not looking as good as it maybe could. Let's take a look.
Here there.
A couple of pieces of junk. We can use the potions. I need the rough stone for blacksmithing.
Be good.
Do I need 2 stacks of cooked food, though? I don't really think so.
What can I get for you
Let's
today?
keep the full stack. Let's sell that one. Let's get this one keybound so we can actually eat.
Off with you.
And that should be good for now. We need 2 of the thick bear fur for the second pilot. So one of them wants Wendigo manes, one of them wants some boar meat and some thick bear fur to make carpet out of, I guess. Carpet or blankets, I suppose it probably gets... But you know what? You'd think they probably have, like, some kind of internal heating with the way those things must be powered. There's probably a way to just easily heat the interior. You'd probably still want some comfy blankets to lounge around on, too. I wish we could see, like, the inside of one of the siege tanks. I feel like it would be a pretty interesting combination of, like, cockpit and tiny living space. Is this where we get the supplies at? Oh, I think it is. That's cool. I've gotten really lucky with this quest recently and we just stumble right on it. I like it. Do we know what happened to the person who was camped here, or we just assume the worst, I guess? And the Wendigo should be right over this way. We also need some crag boar ribs and meat, so we need, like, every boar here must die. We don't need snow leopards yet. If we wanted to kill the snow leopards, we'd have to head over to the little camp out to the west to grab that quest. "31 people here between the levels of 12 and of 6 and 12. Now that's not really like the best level range. Let's check like levels 5 to 11. Well, just about the same. I feel like we're high level for some of these quests, but it's going to be decent kill experience, and it's going to get us ahead of the leveling curve a bit. And I kind of like the visual change of pace in an immersive run where we can see different areas and appreciate as many parts of Azeroth as we can. Ah, there's a mining node up here. It says up, but it might just mean up this small hill. I haven't been looking at a lot of World of Warcraft news recently because for a while I like would binge a lot of news every day and just kind of I'd get absorbed in other people's opinions of things, and eventually kind of decided that was not a great thing to do. So I kind of like cut out most of the news, but recently I've been putting my toes back in, and it seems like classic vanilla stuff is very, very popular right now. Like a lot of people are playing on this server cluster and on the PvP server cluster. And so I really like how they handled those realms and how they're linked. So we're on Mankrik, but you know, we're linked with Pagel and a few of the other smaller realms. And that obviously gets a lot of players playing in the same world, and what it also does is it alleviates that worry of, is this a Horde server or is this an Alliance server? It's like, no, it's a conjoined mega server. You get whatever you want. You know, you want to play Alliance, play Alliance. It'll be populated. You want to play Horde, it'll be populated. And I think that's really awesome. It's been really great playing in the vanilla era. Especially this run being a non-hardcore run. It was one of those things, like, when I thought of it and I put it on the poll, I wasn't sure if people would be interested in it, but I also wasn't sure if I would enjoy it. But like I said earlier, this has now become my favorite playthrough that I have going on right now. And I wish I could quantify, like, why did I bounce off of Wrath so hard, where, like, I didn't really get my focus together. I enjoyed the leveling, I think, but then when it comes to the end game, it's like, it gets to a point where it feels like the game only exists at endgame, and that's really not the vibe that I like. Whereas in vanilla, so much of vanilla is about that journey. And you get to you could do a lot of stuff at endgame too, you know. I never really have, but you can. And I think this time around, because there's going to be such a big population of people who are going to be wanting to do that content, yeah, we probably will do some raids in vanilla this time around. But it does sometimes feel like, you know, the current expansion is always just played at endgame in World of Warcraft. And it's like, if you're really into that, then it's great. But if you enjoy that sense of a journey, sometimes it almost feels like your journey kind of stops, you know? You find yourself parked in town a lot, you're just kind of doing stuff between dungeons. It doesn't have to be that way. You can go out of your way to do dailies and stuff. I don't know. But I do think it's really interesting and really awesome how popular this form of the game has become. Especially with retail seeming like it's doing well. Like, I don't play retail right now, so I can't speak to how good the content is, but what I can say is it seems like they are putting out a lot more content than they did for Shadowlands, especially. Maybe for any recent expansion, honestly. The content cadence seems very good. So for Vanilla Classic to be doing so well at a time where retail is not floundering, I think that's amazing. It really shows how strong the game is. But I would be curious to hear from you guys who play vanilla and who have kind of dropped off of other forms of World of Warcraft to play vanilla. Why did you do it? What do you feel about it, you know? What is it about vanilla that keeps you playing vanilla? For me, it's the journey. It's how much you can get attached to your character. It's how much you feel your character grows, which is just and I don't feel like it's just a time thing, you know? It could be just you spend so much time with the character, but I believe it's also the systems. It's the systems, the difficulty. All of it just kind of comes together to make a world that you can get really, really immersed in. I feel like Burning Crusade was also still like that. Though I feel like by the time we get to Wrath, a lot of the game had, you know, become about that endgame. They'd figured out the endgame, right? They got through Burning Crusade to kind of figure out what was a good endgame cadence for the, at the time, modern gamer. And they did it good. You know, I remember playing at endgame in Wrath of the Lich King and doing all the raids and really, really having a great time. But as a re-release, and I don't know because I haven't done a lot of raiding, I kind of feel like, will I be as excited about it knowing that it's content that I have cleared long ago? I can't really say, because we did the Nax clear on the Paladin, and that's true, we healed. I forget that sometimes. I logged in and did a random pug that one day, did a full clear of Nax on the Paladin, and was like, oh, that was fun. And what happened though is like, yeah, it was fun. I got the achievement, we got a couple pieces of gear, and I never felt compelled to pug it again. Because that journey was over. I killed all the bosses, I got the achievement, I got a little bit of gear, I'm not in a competitive guild, I don't need to farm a bunch of gear for any purpose. So for me, I had the journey of going through Nax again, and we cleared it all. It was great. and I did okay through it, you know, my performance was surprisingly okay for someone who hasn't raided in so long and is on an under-geared character, so I had a great time. Never felt compelled to do it again. And you know, and then what happens is, yes, of course, because you didn't farm the gear, that's going to stop you from jumping into the next raid tier, so... Didn't get to do Ulduar, unfortunately. Ulduar being probably my favorite raid. And maybe it's fine that I don't do Ulduar, because maybe it just gets to live in my memory as my favorite raid. And maybe by the time we're raiding again, we'll be going into Icecrown. So, maybe. Alright, enough ranting from subject to subject. Let's focus up here a little bit. We need 2 more Wendigo mains, and we just got a ton of respawns right here. Let's peel this way. Oh, hello. I didn't really notice till I was standing in Stormwind the other day how actually very tall Night Elves are. Standing next to a couple of humans, and I was like, oh, okay, we are very tall. And I definitely notice it now, like coming face to face with these Wendigo, who I know I've looked up to on many other races. All right, there we go. 8 out of 8. Let's get out of here. We can aim for this boar because we need like 1,000,000 of them. Well, you know, the good news is I guess we could possibly get one to drop both items we need. So in that case, we could need less. We are going to cut south and off the road here for a minute to turn in the ammo for Rumble Shot. Didn't realize we'd carved our way this close to where he's at. I have to remember to train some weapons in Ironforge, I think. What do we need from Ironforge? Two-handed maces. We gotta get two-handed maces, maybe even axes and two-handed axes, actually. How much silver are we working with? We have enough to probably buy our weapon skills at this point. 'Cause we're gonna need them. I really want to get a two-hander going. We haven't really found a good two-hander yet. I don't think I've gotten rid of any good two-handers that we just didn't have the skill for. But eventually we will get something, and I'd love to have it trained by then at least, even though we're not going to have a lot of skill in it, obviously. I have to remember that I can use the auction house, so buying a cheap two-hander to like get the skill leveled up is an option. But then again, we'd probably be better off just buying one off the vendor at this level. Are we not going to make it? We might make it. Oh, we made it. We're going to grab this ore first. The boar and then the ore, I say.
What can I do for you?
I hope you're not here for ammo because I am almost out. No, we're giving you ammo. Great, more ammo. Old Lossler's shipment finally came through. The ammo might be late, but just like my granddaddy used to tell me, better late than never. Thank you much, Rambles. I already have buyers eager for this stuff.
Be good.
What happened to the guy? Maybe we were told about it in the initial quest and I forgot.
How are you?
Was it that he had to abandon it? Maybe he had to run off. Okay, we got everything sold. Eventually we will, you know, maybe I buy this and then we train guns in Ironforge because we need a ranged weapon eventually, right? Okay. We'll do that. Do we know bows already? Do we know bows? We don't know bows. We don't know bows or guns. And right now we would have to train bows and Darnassus, right? Yeah, we don't want to do that right now, so we'll grab a gun. And that way we'll at least be able to pull, so there will be times when we don't want to charge in. When we want to pull somebody back to us, and we'll need, especially in dungeons, we'll need to have a gun to do that. Alright, so we are still looking for lots of creatures. We need bears and boars mainly. I don't know if I want to start working on some of the gnomes simultaneously. I hope this hunter is going to skin all this stuff. Oh, look at that. It's a forest full of resources. Yeah, like in this situation, I'd like to pull one of them out, but we don't really have a great way of doing that. It's probably going to be fine anyway. Oh, it didn't even aggro the bear. We could have did that without him. I didn't really want the leopard to, but you know what? I think it's going to be fine. As long as we keep the bleeds going. That was a good time to level, and level 10 also, so that'll get us into our talent trees. We are going arms, and the first thing I think I want to do is I want to go with more bleed damage. We can reduce the cost of heroic strike. We're going to do 2 of these. We're going to do 2 of one and 3 of the other, so I think I have to do 3 here to get down to deep wounds, and then we'll do 2 here. That is the plan, guys. This is the way. It looks like we're done with boar meat. Oh, we're done. We are done with the capital D, and now we can head over to Frostmane Hold and maybe even work on the gnomes. How many boars I've killed? Oh no, we're not. We have another quest we're tracking. Right. Where's that one at? Beer-basted boar ribs. Oh, it's tracked under cooking. I thought I was losing my mind. Which that doesn't prove that I'm not. Okay, just because of that, you know. In other words, the boars are not yet safe from us. But I think we probably can head over to, maybe get over to Brunel Village and grab the quest out of there while we hunt for boars. Should be able to find boar basically anywhere we go. can we actually get to this ore from this side? I don't think we can get there from this side. We might be able to go somewhere around the western side to go up. To be determined. And would the ore still be there when we got there? That's another question. There's also a quest up here. I think it's up. I guess it could be underground beneath us. But if there's a quest up here, then there's probably a proper pathway. And I don't think this is it. Maybe somewhere on this side? Ouch. This quest has something to do with getting into a cave back here and avoiding this elite. We need to retrieve something out of the back of the cave, and obviously we're not gonna fight the elite, I don't think. So we probably have to just wait till he walks away like he just did. Speaking of him walking away, I'm going to come over here and get this ore really quick. That'll give us... Oh god, no. He is sprinting back to his lair, and we are out. We are... Okay, so he walks away, but he sprints back. Which means we have a small window of time. This looks like the way we're getting to this guy up here.
Interest ya in a pint?
Tundra McGrand's stolen stash. I had a month's worth of dried meat salted and locked away for the cold season. Kept it locked so the bears wouldn't get in. But while I was off hunting deer, that beast, old Icebeard, made off with the meat locker. He won't be able to smash through that thorium though. But I'll starve if I can't get my meat. No, you won't starve, man. There's a town really close. We'll get you there. You'll starve. You won't starve, I swear. Maybe he doesn't go to towns, but like I wouldn't let this guy starve.
Watch your back.
Let's go see if we can sneak into this cave. Alright, the thing is, like, he's not in there right now, but I feel like that means he's gonna come sprinting back at any minute, you know? Oh, he's in there. Okay, he is in there. Let's hang out for a minute. Take all of his copper ore. Hope he doesn't walk in on us while we're doing this. Okay, so yeah, he's here. I don't see the item. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I think the trick here is to just wait. And we don't want to be waiting, like, right where he's going to run out either. Let's move over here a bit. We'll fight some boar around here. We'll wait for him to leave the cave, and we will go in and grab the item. Should be as simple as that. Our odds of killing him can't be very good, even at level 10, right? He walks out, so we should see him if he's approaching. We shouldn't have to worry about him sprinting out into us. But I wonder what the timer is for him to leave. It could be like a 20-minute rotation. We don't know what it is. It's an elite quest though, right? It's not marked as elite because we don't have to fight him. I'm kind of curious what we can do to him. Not a lot. Not a lot, and not enough. Probably could have got that hamstring up a little bit earlier. Yeah, it looks like that will be a waiting game. We don't have to wait. We can, if there's not Boris to kill, we can keep moving. We don't have to wait on him for right now. I hardly get to do that quest because if I don't have Questy on, I usually don't even think about it. Or I think more likely I think about it and then I forget about it. Let's see, if we go through here, we can make our way out and we can just head over to the village and pick up some quests over that way. Okay, well look at that, perfect timing. He's actually making his way out of the cave right now. I will take it. Hey, we got out before we aggroed him, so that works.
You got my attention?
What a kind soul you are, Rambles. Thanks to your bravery, I won't find myself starving when the cold season flurries blow in.
Off with you.
That's all he has for us. We could probably slide down this way, and we'll be a little bit closer to where we want to go. Oh no. Okay, that was a little bit more than a slide. Kind of more like a plummet. Let's go see if this fisherman has any recipes for cooking. Just to double check.
What can I get for you today?
They have the brilliant small fish. We already know that one. Okay.
Watch your back.
So apparently that's a pretty basic one that's fairly easy to find the recipe for.
What can I get for you today?
Do we have any non-junk to sell? Not really. Yeah, we're gonna need more bags soon. I'm kind of hoping that being here, maybe we'll find some bags.
Here there.
I'm on a quest to make the perfect stout. I know I can do it. Brewing is in my blood. I just need to find the right recipe. The Frostmane trolls grow a plant, shimmerweed, high up in the hills to the east. They use it in their strange tribal rituals. The dwarves haven't found much use for it, but it has a unique taste and I want to experiment with it in my brews. Get me some shimmerweed from Frostmane seers, or swipe it from the trolls' shimmerweed baskets.
Be good.
Great to meet ya.
I have to admit those Thunder Brews make some good drinks, but they need to learn that theirs isn't the only decent brew. Maybe you can help me teach them that lesson. Here, take this barrel of Barley Brew Scalder. Sneak into the basement of the Thunder Brew distillery in Keranos and switch it with one of their barrels of Thunder Ale. Then we'll see how their patrons like my brew over theirs. And if the barrels are guarded, then you might have to distract the guard.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay, so... for some reason I thought we were going to get a quest to kill the leopards, the snow leopards. But we didn't. We got the quest to get the shimmerweed. Okay. Let's come take care of maybe some of the gnomes. See what the drop rate's like today on the cogs and gears. Maybe the leopards are going to be a follow-up from turning in one of the quests we currently have. Alright, these guys are level 9, and we have not trained our level 10 spells. So, we might have a bit of a hard time with these guys, actually. Do we want to stick this out, or is this going to get a little bit tedious? Ooh, they run. We don't have any rage right now. We have plenty of food and plenty of bandages. Let's see if we can do it. It's at level with us, which kind of defeats the point of, yeah, see, 2 of them? I don't think we're going to be able to take 2 of them. Even with a potion. Alright, we have a little bit of help, which is going to be essential to surviving this. I appreciate that. Yeah, we need to get this guy, though. It's not a hardcore run, but it's still a pain when you die. You know, nobody wants to die. The drop rate is okay. It's definitely not awful. 1 out of 1 already. The trick is probably just making sure I don't pull more than 1 at a time. So much of the time, that is the trick. Sorry about that, my puppy just wandered into my office and I'm trying to get him situated. He was sleeping so peacefully. And now he's in my lap, so these are the times when I'm glad that this is not a hardcore run. We are definitely going to grab the chest. Have no fear, we're not going to leave it behind. Alright, another healing potion to refill our stocks. I appreciate that. Does anyone know if, like, the battle grunts are associated with the dialogue sound setting, or are they associated with the sound effects sound setting? So I feel like the combat noises could come down just a little bit. They're already, like, so low as it is. We are going to have to make sure that we have potions like at all times. Because otherwise, we are going to be looking at some spirit runs. A lot of times when I play warrior, I make them an alchemist. So that we can make our own pots. But going with blacksmithing is going to be interesting. If we don't find a way to keep potions going. Now that being said, again, this being a non-hardcore run, I have to remind myself I can actually just go buy some potions on the auction house if I need to. So yeah, being able to use the in-game economy, definitely going to be a good thing in this case. Well, we got a little bit of a heal in there before we got jumped. Will that little potion be enough, or do we need to crack into the big ones? Let's crack into the big ones for this one. Alright, we are 7 out of 8 for both items, so one more of each, and we have flown through this quest compared to some other times when I've done it. Maybe it just feels that way because the warrior's so great, it feels so good to play. Ooh, disease. Strength reduced by 2 for 5 minutes, that's bad for us. Hey, there we go. I will take it. I don't think I want to go right into the Frostmane hold right now. I feel like I want to work on getting the last Cragmore rib and then go get some stuff turned in. And get our inventory emptied out. Now, how long have I been doing that without realizing that my inventory is full? Yeah, about 30 seconds. It's been a little bit. What am I dropping here? Because it's going to be something. There we go. Okay, it was just the whatever the last hit was. So it was probably like, I probably had 2 hits in it, and I sat there, you know, doing it. I thought I was getting really lucky, too. I was like, oh man, 6 times? Oh, wait. It's not going into your inventory, silly. Okay, let's... Well, do we have anything to turn in here? Oh, we need 1 more rib. We didn't do anything for these people yet because one of them is to switch out the beer, one of them is for the shimmerweed. But we do need to grab 1 more boar rib on the way back to Karanos. Which shouldn't be too hard. Because they're basically everywhere. At least they're usually everywhere. It could be that they are all in the process of respawning. I thought we'd find some through this little connecting valley. Oh, we would, except yeah, they have been hunted. Hunted to near extinction for the time being. Now that one that's up there, that's up in the troll village where the shimmerweed is. There we go, last one we needed. Let's head back to town and we'll get everything turned in.
My, you're a tall one.
These gears and cogs are in perfect accordance with Ozzy's schematic for the recombobulation device. Once I add some hydrolubricant to the inner combustion pistons, adjust the crank-o ratchet, and increase the viscosity of the electric gum gel, the Gnomish race will be as good as new.
You have a great day now.
That should do the trick, he says. Time to save the entire Gnomish race. Here goes nothing. Oh great, the guy says. Back to the drawing board. What happened to him? Oh, it hasn't happened yet. Oh, the dialogue got a little bit ahead of the event. Okay. He turns into a chicken, and then they say back to the drawing board. Well, I don't know, is it better that he's a chicken, I guess? I guess it's probably better that... Oh, where's he going? Oh. I guess I should have seen that coming, right? Let's go over to Steel Girl's Depot first and turn in all the stuff over that way.
Well met.
Rajoled Barley Brew experiments with his brews. Some of them taste good, some bad, and some, well, some will lay all but the stoutest dwarves flat. He lives at Brunel Village, west of Keranos.
Safe travel.
We're gonna be headed back there, so.
What's on your mind?
Ah, yes, these mains will work great. You show a lot of grit, warrior. I wager we'll see great things from you.
Off with you.
We are done with him.
How are you?
You have my tools? Well done, lass, well done. I just broke my last fang ratchet an hour ago, and I need one of those to finish repairs on Pilot Stonegear's siege engine. You did a good thing by lugging those tools back here. Here, take these coins for your help.
Watch your back.
Alright, perfect. We are done helping these guys for the time being. We do need to head back out to Brunel Village eventually. We need to buy a Rhapsody malt. And then we can get that one turned in. The warrior trainer here has a
Great
quest.
to meet you.
But I think we'll just... Can we just do the one in Stormwind? Or what do we have to do? Do we have to do our race-specific quest? Because that would be... That would be something. Let's see. Rhapsody malt. We could sell... those.
Keep your feet on the ground. On the pint.
Mirren Stormpike, hello warrior, you show a lot of promise, but you still need to learn some tricks, and Mirren Stormpike is just the dwarf to teach you. You can find Mirren at the Hall of Arms in the military ward. I hope we can do his quest, that we don't have to go back and do the Night Elf warrior quest. That would be cool. We have a quest to turn in. Oh yes, down here. They said if it's guarded,
How are ya?
he needs Thunder Ale.
Off with you.
Let's get him his Thunder Ale.
Well met. Be good.
What can I do for you? Safe travels.
You quickly place Marless Barrel of Barley Brew Scalder among the Thunder Brew barrels. Having inserted a barrel of Marless Scalder in the Keranos Distillery cellar, you grab a barrel of Thunder Ale as proof of the deed. So we're swapping. It's a trade, right? We're not stealing. We're giving them something of at least equal value. Possibly, according to her, it could be better than what they have. So they could be profiting off of us right now. So I don't feel very bad. Where is the other one? Is outside, right? Yeah. I don't feel bad about that. I feel like it's a friendly competition and that it's all fine. Where are you? There you are.
How are you?
The malt is brewed, the boars are dead, and before all is done and anything said, we will have to fight for first dibs on these savory beer-based boar ribs. I didn't know we were going to get some Leatrix. We could definitely learn these right away. And they offer a stamina buff. So we'll put them out on our bar. And guys, I think this is a perfect place for us to take a little bit of a break for today. I am really loving the warrior and the immersive playthrough. Just being on a classic vanilla era realm. And, you know, being able to do that, it's not hardcore. Hardcore gets to be its own thing, but we also get to enjoy the idea that we're going to get to see a lot of Azeroth. We're going to get to read a lot of quests and learn a lot of lore and level the professions and just take our time. Hope you guys are liking it. Let me know what you do think. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again sometime very soon. Bye for now.